So I love keyboards, I love mechanical keyboards, and Keychron's pretty cool. And they sent us the Q1, which is their new 75% line. It's got a badge up top. I think you can change that for a rotary knob encoder if you really want to. And then the other big thing about it is it's got these new Gateron Phantom switches, which I don't know, maybe they're cool, maybe they're not, but apparently they're better for RGB. Only problem is they're color specific, so if you want the blue ones, I hope you like Clickies. The blue ones are clicky, the reds are, I think, linear, yeah, and then browns are just tactile. Oh, this one's open already. Sweet, that's always good. Quick start guide. Ooh. Okay, so we've got just the standard stuff. Here's a switch puller, here's a keycap puller. You probably already have a lot of these already. Here's an Allen key, it's probably for opening it. What's this? Please be gentle and make sure to align the pins with the socket properly. Yeah, it's pretty easy to bend pins, but it's also pretty easy to just bend them back if you, jam it in there by accident. User manual. Ooh, they give you some 3M tape. You can always use more 3M tape for sticking stuff to other stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice and heavy. I already like it. So, this is the fancy custom LTT one. We've got our own little badge and it's in like orange and white. This is the browns. So there's 3 different switches. They're these new Phantom switches that are a little transparent, I guess, so they make your RGB shine through a little differently. The RGB in this board is south facing, which is neat. It's usually north facing, or at least most of my keyboards are north facing. It means that the RGB LED is on the bottom of the switch instead of on the top. Flex is like nothing, like it's it's aluminum. That's fine. Yeah, there's the little switch right there between Windows and Mac. So that's cool. The bottom rubber feet are okay. I would have liked having those little flippable ones so that you can change the height or angle depending on what your typing preference is. So these Phantom switches also come pre-lubed, which I think is new for Gateron. They're usually not. So it's just another nice little touch that you're paying for. Yeah, so the stabilizers are screw-in. I don't know if they've been lubed, but they sound okay. They rattle like a little bit, but it's actually not that bad. So you can probably just get some dielectric grease and grease those up yourself if you really wanted to. You can take
what kind of grease?
Dielectric. You can, yeah, so I like lubing and filming switches and stuff. Let's take a look and see what this one is. I bet you it's the browns. Yeah, I actually prefer when the case gives me a little bit more playroom. Like it looks great. I like how every key goes right up to the edge visually, but then when you're trying to take them off, if you want to start on a side, it's kind of a pain. So you usually have to like start with the middle one. Yeah, it's the browns. Yeah, so there's not much to see on the switch itself. It's basically your average switch. There's no side clips, but the whole thing is hot swap. It looks like there's room for side clips in here. So yeah, it looks like you can use pretty much any switch you want. Hold on, I got some. Let's throw like a tangerine in there. Everyone likes the tangerines for some reason. Cool. Yeah, all right, you can fit basically whatever you want in there. Let's take a look at the other ones. I actually really want to see the blue one. That's what I'm most excited about. I'm not excited about the blue switches. I hate Clickies, but I bet you it feels really good even if it doesn't sound really good. Oh, before we do that, so you get some replacement screws for the bottom. And they come in this nice like brassy kind of color. And then you get some extra keycaps, of course, as per usual. So if you want to swap between Windows and Mac, yeah, there's like a Windows key option. Oh yeah, so this one actually came with Mac keys. There's command and option and stuff. Super. This is cool. I love when they always come with like little extra ones. Gotta love the orange penguin. So yeah, but what I'm really curious about is they offer not only like a coil, but it's got aviator connectors on it too. So the aviator connector is this metal doodad here. And so what you can do is you just line up the pins. There we go. And then you screw it closed. Cool. So it is purely aesthetic. Some people like them, some people don't.
But it's so cool.
Yeah, it's so cool looking. Basically, this makes it so that, say you plug your keyboard in, right? Where's the plug on this one? Right here. Say you plug your keyboard in and then you want to just disconnect it, but you don't want to have to reach all the way back into your computer case to like actually fully plug it out. You can just unscrew this, pop it open, and then leave that guy there. Okay, let's look at the other ones. Oh, that is heavy though. That is nice. See how much it weighs? 3.68 pounds. That's pretty good. It's not super heavy. I felt like heavier keyboards, like if you get some of the really big custom boards with the CNC plates can be like 5, almost 10 pounds. Like I think my friend's keyboard is like 7 pounds or something stupid. So they also sent us, I mean, we'll show you the other boards too, but they also sent us a bunch of different keycap sets. I'm not gonna open all of these, I'll just open a couple of them. They've got them all on their website, so you can go and check them out before you buy them. What I'm curious about though is how they've packaged them. Oh yeah, this is nice. Oh. Yeah, so these will fit on any switch. They're just your typical keycaps. They'll go on any cross-pattern switch. So yeah, we've got switches and a switch opener. It's this fancy one from Keychron. Oh, it's not blue! Man, I was like actually really excited that this would be the same kind of like pale blue on the box there. That's fine. This thing looks cool.
Oh.
Looks great, yeah. It's 25, so this is $25, so that's not bad actually. I honestly might pick one of these up. These are the blue Clickies. You can obviously tell. They do feel good. I actually really like this. I think it's maybe a little much extra on the packaging. Like, do they really need to house them in all these instead of just little bags? I don't know. Yeah, so it's like $15 for 35 switches, which is fine. Normally they can run anywhere from like 50 cents to like $1.10 or $1.20 per switch. Cool, so now that we got these out of the way, and before I show you the other keyboards, we just wanted to thank our sponsor, Bitdefender. We all love browsing the internet, but Bitdefender Total Security helps make it safer. Works great with your Windows, Mac OS, Android, and iOS devices, protects against network threats, phishing, ransomware, unauthorized webcam access, and more. With Total Security's focus on protection, performance, and privacy, you get both security and functionality. It was awarded the Outstanding Security Product by AV Comparatives and PC Mag's Reader's Choice Award. Protect yourself today by checking out Bitdefender with a 120-day trial that we'll have linked in the video description below.
Ooh.
Another black one. I wonder if they only sent us black ones. Actually, yeah, it is, right? That's the short circuit thing?
Yeah. Oh, that's dope.
So it's great. They sent us an LTT one. Now they've sent us a short circuit version as well. I love this custom badge. I don't know what you can get for options, but I know that you can customize a lot of the rest of the board. You can even order a bare bones kit that is basically just like the PCB, the case, the foam. You have to order the switches and the keycaps and everything else separately. It's actually pretty fun putting these together. I would very much recommend getting a bare bones kit, especially if you already have your own switches and keycaps. I do love the color scheme, this like light blue with the purple. But yeah, I want to see if they sent us a different aluminum housing. Ooh, yeah, this is that space gray. Yeah, I actually really like this kind of off-white yellowish tinge to it within like the gray on gray and the LTT badge up there. It looks great. It's like just tactile enough that you feel a bump. Go by your preference. Don't let Keychron tell you what to do. Do whatever you want. That's the beautiful thing about mechanical keyboards. It's all preference and style and whatever you want to do. It's an expression of yourself. Here we'll try out the browns that all the keyboards came in. 100, yeah, it's lame. Okay, well, whatever, went better than the wooting. Yeah, that was terrible, 90 words a minute. If you lube and film your switches, you don't need to film them. Filming is like a whole extra step that you don't really have to do. But if you lube and film your switches, they'll sound and feel better, typically. So these are double shot ABS keycaps that come with it. They feel good. I prefer ABS myself, but again, it's all kind of feel and preference. My one complaint though, and maybe it's just because these keycaps are so opaque, but I hardly notice the RGB on this board. Like from the overhead, I can't even see it really. Like I see some minor lighting around the side. And I was actually really hoping to see more of that because one of the things they mentioned for these Phantom Gateron switches is that since they're that more transparent housing, the light will shine through differently. So like the browns are supposed to look like coffee when white light is through them. The blue is like this blizzard color or something like that. And then the reds are meant to look like lava or something. It's a really nice glow that I was actually really excited for, but you don't see that here. And you can get software for this to customize both the board and how the keys are laid out, as well as the lighting itself. You can customize all that to your heart's content. Like here, let's switch this with my Kiwi. But yeah, so it's lighter. Like it's minimal, but you can see how the light shines through this even better. So I think that you know, you might like the way the brown feels a lot more. That being said, I do think that the red and the blue let the RGB shine through a little more, which is nice. Make your own switches, yeah. Make my own cables. I should just make my own switches, right? Come on. Yeah, regardless of preference though, I think this is a pretty good keyboard and I would totally recommend this. So you can get the bare bones kit if you've already got switches and keycaps for $150, that's even better. But then if you don't yet and you want to spend a little extra money, like $20, you can get it with everything included. Overall, the Keychron Q1, I really like it. I think that if you're looking for a new keyboard, it's a solid option if you don't want to build yourself. Thanks for watching, leave a comment below, and which ones would you buy? Do you want the blues, the reds, or the browns? Do you have something else that you'd prefer at home? Let us know in the comments.